Hello and welcome back to more Football Manager 2019 with me, Mr. Grand 2, and episode 54 of Monaco. And probably the last part of our bonus little mini-series in the middle of season 5, here with the French national team at the World Cup. If you haven't watched the last two episodes, make sure you go and watch them. But we did, last time out, beat Uruguay 7-1 in the second round of the World Cup, and then we beat Brazil 3-1 in the quarter-final. Today, then, we will be playing Italy in the World Cup semi-final, and then hopefully a final against either Germany or Portugal. If not, then it will be the third place playoff, and no one wants to be in the third place playoff. Well, in reaching the semi-final, we have achieved the minimum expectation expected of us by the French FA, which means we will hopefully not be sacked. Let's have a look at some of the stats as we go into the final few World Cup matches. And Thomas Lemar leading the way as top goal scorer, 7 goals, 3 clear of Lautaro Martinez and Marco Asensio and Isaac Success, all of whom are out of the tournament. Griezmann and Laporte still there. In fact, everybody on this list is out of the tournament except for our players. Lemar didn't actually start the tournament as one of our first 11, but he's broken his way in with some fantastic goals. Dembele second in terms of assists, but he had a great first few games, but Lamar's really broken through as the star man of the tournament. So the one piece of bad news from the game against Brazil is that Lucas Hernandez is injured and he's going to miss the rest of the tournament. He's got a gashed lower leg. I don't really know why he's that injured. That seems a little bit ridiculous, but there we go. We've got Ferland Mendy, who is going to be able to come in as a natural replacement for him. Otherwise, I think the team is going to be unchanged from the previous episode with the match against Brazil. Everyone is playing very, very well. Of course, this does mean that Kylian Mbappe is sitting on the bench. Obviously, a fantastic player to bring in any number of positions off the bench. But he's scored a goal in this tournament. He's been good. But Lemar has been so brilliant. He really has to play. So the team for this World Cup semi-final then against Italy. We've got Hugo Lloris in goal. Mendy, Laporte, Varane and Pavard is the defence. Lemar and Dembele on the wings. Rabiot and Kante in the middle with Fekir supporting Antoine Griezmann up front. Well, I can feel the nerves a bit. This is a big one. Hopefully we can do the job. If we can retain the World Cup, I mean, admittedly it'll be our first World Cup in the save, but if we can retain the World Cup that France won in real life, that'll be pretty special. But it's going to be very difficult against a very strong Italian side. So many good players. They are going with Pietro Pellegrini up front in this World Cup semi-final. Of course, our star man this season for Monaco. The rest of their team is absolutely exceptional. Players that would improve pretty much any side. Bernardeschi, Insigne, Zaniolo, Jorginho, Romagnoli, Bonucci, Calabria, Pellegrini, Donnarumma in goal, of course, and Barella. I mean, just a fantastic team and a lot of quality on the bench as well. This is not going to be easy. But with the defending world champions, we have been in scintillating form so far in this tournament. I do expect nothing but a win to keep our good run going. We need to win this game today. We need to get through that final. We need to win. We will go down as one of the greatest national sides of all time if we can do it. Early highlight going the way of Italy, and they've scored. Insigne opening the scoring. We've not conceded many in this tournament. He did look a little bit offside to me. Let's have a look at the replay. Throw-in comes in from Calabria, whips the ball in, and Insigne scores. He gets the better of our defence. I mean, he must have been being played just about on, but it did look like there was quite a lot of daylight there. And we find ourselves behind. Not an ideal start at all. Of course, to repeat the 2006 final, which of course France ended up losing. Hopefully we will get some revenge today. Rabiot picks it up very, very deep in our own half. Mendy's already got a yellow card, which is not ideal given the fact we only have one left back. Dembele running forwards, but it's come to Kante, and then Rabiot running around the outside. Flicks it back to Kante, but it's given it away, and Insigne running clear. Can we stop it? It's gone out to Bernardeschi. This could be 2-0 here. It is. Lorenzo Insigne makes it 2-0, and it's all too easy for the Italians at the moment. We're being ripped apart, having been so good so far this tournament. Really, really sloppy play, and just pretty poor, you have to say. Laporte is the highest average rated player in the tournament. That's going to be taking a big dip at the moment. We need a goal back, and we need it now. The corner comes in and Varane heads it wide. Another highlight, Italy coming forwards again. Pellegrini finds Insigne. He's on a hat-trick now. Bernardeschi has been cut out and Pietro Pellegrini puts it just past the post. Our response is needed. It's been a dreadful start as far as we're concerned. We've not played like this at any point in the save so far, but we nearly get a goal back. And calamitous defensive mix-up. It doesn't go in, and instead Italy could end up getting a third here. We do manage to cut it out. But on the line clearance, poor decision from, I don't know whether it was Calabria or Donnarumma, but Griezmann cannot capitalise what was a glorious chance. Well, not good enough. It has to be said. Italy coming forwards again. Pellegri's through. It could be 3. Lloris makes the save. We can get it away. Not good enough at all. But the danger's not over yet. They've got a corner coming in. And our World Cup retention dreams look to be falling apart. 10 minutes to go before half-time. We've offered little to nothing. The Italians absolutely bossing this one. Mendy with a throw. And we need a goal back before half-time. We're not going to get one like that. Dembele hitting the woodwork. Well, Rabiot's injured. He's pulled his hamstring. He's going to have to go off. Going to bring Tolisso on. He's the most fit for the role, but not what you want. But Nicola Barello, just before half-time, has been given a straight red for a horrific challenge. And suddenly, we're going to go in at half-time 2-0 down, but suddenly the match has turned on its head. Rabiot's gone off injured for us, but Barello's been sent off. But we need to get very, very angry with them. This is absolutely dreadful. Undoubtedly the worst performance we've seen from them at any point. Now, if there's one team you don't want to be down to 10 men and go defensive, it's the Italians. But, well, that's exactly what the case is presumably going to be. Do we go attacking? I think we have to. We've shown little to nothing. We need to find a way to break through this Italian defence. They're going to close up shop. They've got what they need. They've got a 2-goal lead. We need to find a breakthrough, and we need to find it fast. Well, changes are needed. I mean, no one's really offering anything. Dembele's not offering anything. I think what we're going to have to do is I'm going to move Lamar over to the right-hand side, and we need to bring on Kylian Mbappe. Hopefully his pace will be enough to find some sort of breakthrough. Griezmann's not having a great game either. So I think we're going to have to bring on Moussa Dembele, which is a bit of a risk given that what kind of player Antoine Griezmann is in terms of quality. But we've got to go for this one now. We're coming forwards again. Lamar looking for a ball in. It's come down to Fekir. A goal would be needed here. Donnarumma, though, is probably the best goalkeeper in the game at this point. He's on a 7.5. He's equal to everything we're throwing at him at the moment. 20 minutes left. And I think that, well, time is slipping away from this one. The Italians absolutely resolute in defence. We are doing nothing about it. Far more shots on target than the Italians now, but it's not enough. They've closed up shop, and this is going to be it, I think. 6 minutes left. No highlights. Come on. Do something. They've been too good defensively, Calabria especially, and, well, a very, very, very absolutely pathetic, disgraceful end to our World Cup campaign. We've beaten Brazil. We beat Uruguay 7-1. Some dreadful performances out there, you have to say. Defensively not good enough. Pavard not good enough at all. He's let us down big time. All of them have let down the entire country, and that's too little too late. So hugely disappointing. I mean, full credit to Italy. They did play incredibly well offensively, very, very clinical, and exceptionally good defensively. We weren't good enough. We offered nothing. I wouldn't mind it so much if we lost and we put up a little bit more of a fight about it, but we just didn't really do that in any way, shape or form. So it will be the third place playoff, a game no one wants to play. We will be against Portugal, which means Germany will be in the final against Italy. Well, Tolisso comes in for Rabiot, who is injured. Otherwise, I'm going to put Mbappe up top. I just want to see how well he does as a striker in this system going forwards, because I don't think we're going to get sacked. I've checked my job security. It is stable. So that's at least something. At least we will be able to go forwards into Euro 2024 and beyond. So let's see if we can end things on a high here against Portugal. No Cristiano Ronaldo for them. He is injured, but otherwise a very, very strong lineup. Patricio plays the ball forward, Varane heading it on, and Portugal going through. Bernardo Silva has been stopped though. Diego Dalot flicks across in, and Diego Jota makes it 1-0. It's like we're playing PSG all over again. Diego Jota this time scoring for Portugal, and once again we are behind, and we just haven't had enough. How different would this have been if we'd had Paul Pogba? Was he the difference maker? Was Blaise Matuidi the difference maker? Should I maybe have taken Wissam Ben Yedder? I don't know. I don't know. That was really the only selection dilemma. Pogba, though, the big miss. And can we get ourselves back into this game, though? Pavard running forwards. He's been tackled, but Mbappe's got it and really should be scoring from there. I mean, he's nominated for the Ballon d'Or. Robert Skov's not been nominated for the Ballon d'Or, but Mbappe has, and he didn't score from there. Well, Portugal dominating in terms of shots on target. Very wayward shooting from us. I don't think that's going to necessarily be fixed by going attacking. I think that's probably just going to make the problem worse. So we'll leave it for now. But I think the players' hearts not really in this after the disappointment of that semi-final. Well, Pavard picks the ball up from the back and Dembele running on. We've offered little to nothing once again, though, but Lamar plays the ball across and finally we have a breakthrough. Nabil Fekir with the first goal for us of the episode, equaling things up just when they looked like fizzling out, really. And we're back on level terms. Can we see this through? Can we get ourselves another goal and get that bronze medal? At least we saw some sort of life and pride after what's been a pretty disappointing end to this World Cup campaign. Laporte into Tolisso. Mendy finds Kante, and it's a good shot from N'Golo, but over the bar. Free kick from Lamar, over the bar. Apparently it skimmed the bar. Very, very unlucky. And I think the experiment of playing Mbappe up front has completely and utterly failed, so we'll bring Griezmann on. Tolisso's also been rubbish, so we will bring on... I mean, who can we even bring on, really? No one's got a good left foot. We'll put Aouar on and we'll move Kante across. See if that makes any difference. And we'll take Pavard off. He shouldn't really be playing after his poor semi-final. But there we go. Lloris plays it out. Is this going to go to penalties? Or at least extra time? I hope not. I'd rather lose than have that happen. Lamar flicks the ball in towards Griezmann. Probably should have scored that one against the woodwork once again. How different would this be if we hadn't hit the woodwork so many times? Lamar with the corner in. Can we find a winner late on? It's bouncing around in the box. Nothing doing. Dembele all the way back there. Not sure why. Lamar, though, goes for the shot, which Patricio just tips over. Corner in from Lamar once again. And Laporte flicks it on. And what a chance that was. I think he was offside. But I think that's going to be that. And we are going to go to extra time by the looks of it. I really wish this just went to penalties. That would be better. One more highlight, though. Can we find the breakthrough? Sidibe out to Dembele. Griezmann. Aouar. Can he make the difference? He can't. Patricio saves it once more. And it could be, if there's going to be a winner, there is going to be a winner. And it's for Portugal. Snatched late on. Simple near post header from Andre Silva. I mean, he had 3 players on him. He's not the tallest person in the world. None of them stopped him. And we're not even going to finish 4th. We're not even going to finish third. We're not even going to force extra time in the third place playoff. We're going to limply finish 4th at this World Cup unless there's some sort of late miracle here. 2 minutes left, so you never know. Playing it through the middle, and we need to go out to the wings. They're our main area of strength. Here's Dembele. Can he find a good ball in? It's cleared. It's come through, and nothing is going to happen there. It's not over yet, though. Aouar to Kante. Lamar, can he score? Fekir can score. We do find a late equaliser. Dramatic scenes here. If only this was the semi-final or final, not the third place playoff, I might care just a little bit more. But Fekir with the goal deflected in off Patricio's gloves. Powerful strike from the attacking midfielder, and we do level it up just when it looked like we'd thrown it away. But that does mean extra time, which is a little bit unfortunate. 30 more minutes of this. We've got one more substitution to make. Let's see if we can see this through. Who do I take off? I mean, Mendy's had a shocker by all accounts, but I don't have any more fullbacks unless we want to put Titi out there. We could freshen things up in the attacking areas. I'm going to leave it for now. Laporte taking the throw in now. He's found Fekir. Cuts inside to Aouar. Out to Dembele. Flicks the ball in. Griezmann, though, puts it wide. Second half of extra time. Still no breakthrough from either side. Is this going to go all the way to a penalty shootout? I think it could well do. Portugal coming forwards, though, and Andre Horta has it in the box. Can we just about get it away? Andre Silva's there. Ricardo Pereira puts it in. I think he's offside, though, and he is. It's not going to count. It is going to be a penalty shootout, and our best penalty taker is Thomas Lamar with 15, which isn't great, really. Not exactly what you want in a game like this, but ultimately I don't really care if we win this because it's the third place playoff in the World Cup. Anyway, Lamar steps up and scores. João Felix for Portugal to level things up. Can Lloris save it? No, he goes completely the wrong direction. Nabil Fekir is our second penalty taker, and he just kicks it straight at Patricio. Rubbish. What a rubbish penalty that was. Andre Silva gives Portugal the advantage. And this could be over very, very quickly unless Antoine Griezmann puts this one away, which he does, thankfully. Gedson Fernandes to really put a commanding lead on this one for Portugal, and he does. Brilliant technical textbook penalties from Portugal. Aouar, can he save us here? No, he can't. It's been saved. And at least we're not losing the World Cup final on penalties. At least it's only the third place playoff. That's at least some sort of saving grace. João Mario stepping up, formerly of West Ham United, to give the bronze medal to Portugal, which he does very, very, very easily. And we've lost on penalties 4-2 after a 2-2 draw to Portugal, and we finish 4th place at the World Cup. Their efforts were not excellent. I'm not pleased with their efforts. I'm only pleased with their efforts when we win. We were the defending world champions, and anything less than that is not acceptable. Sorry, Mr. Stefan, you may well find yourself being replaced before the Euros. Well, there we go then, a bitterly disappointing episode which doesn't even end with victory in the third place playoff. But, you know, sometimes it happens. You can't win them all. We've still got the Nations League to look forward to at the end of the season, and then Euro 2020 beyond that. And in 4 years' time, we'll be back at the World Cup again, albeit with a whole extra round of football to play. And hopefully we can win our title back. I mean, overall, a World Cup semi-final, still an amazing achievement. We only have the World Cup every 4 years. You can't win every single World Cup that you take part in, can you? Let's be a bit more pragmatic and realistic about it, maybe. But disappointing, but it's not the end of the world. We'll have other chances. We'll have other chances going forwards. Still some very, very impressive performances throughout the whole team. The games against Uruguay and Brazil were absolutely fantastic. It's a shame we've fallen a bit short. But there you go. You can't win them all. Well, let's see how the final goes. Italy versus Germany. I guess we'd like Italy to win given the fact that they did beat us. But no, alas, it is a 2-0 win for the Germans. They win themselves yet another World Cup. And, well, I think probably to be deserved. The board have announced that they have decreased our percentage of transfer revenue down to 60%. Why? Have we not got any money anymore? Obviously, we need to get back to the reality of Monaco after our World Cup exploits. Let's have a quick check on this before we end the episode. And we've got, where has the money gone? I mean, I did remember the projections being a bit bad, but why? Why are we spending so much money? It's not just on wages, is it? Is it just because the owners stopped paying money in? I don't know. That's a little bit concerning going forward, but that should hopefully sort itself out towards the end of the season. We haven't played any football for a couple of months, so that's probably affecting the finances a little bit. No gate receipts, no prize money. I have sold Carlos Alenia for about £8 million to Rostov, which is a good little bit of business for a free signing. But we're still world number ones, despite the fact we didn't win the World Cup. But there we go. The French FA are pleased we reached the semi-final. I mean, that was our expectation. So shouldn't be too hard on ourselves. And Hugo Lloris has resigned as French captain. May well retire. Oh, he's not going to retire. He's assured me he's not going to retire. Okay, well, I think I'm probably going to drop you for Lafont then, anyway, because you are getting a bit old. You're 35. I think probably time for Lafont to take over as first choice. But there we go then. A disappointing way to end our World Cup campaign. We need to get back to focusing on Monaco. Much to do there. We're still top of the league. Can we win the Champions League this season? Can we win the Coupe de France? Bad news. We've been drawn against Saint Etienne in the Coupe de France, which you don't like to see because they are the team that has most often beaten us in that competition. But we'll have to wait and see. Possibly, of course, a bid for Pietro Pellegrini coming in. Will we accept it? We do kind of need the money. Will we reject it? Because he's really good. I don't want to sell him. Let's just quickly check the awards as well before we end off. Thomas Lemar winning the Golden Ball for his excellent performance. I think really, truly deserved. He wins the Golden Boot as well for 7 goals. Very, very good. Goal of the tournament, 3rd place from Pavard, so not as good as his real one. In the Team of the Year, Lamar, and, well, Lamar's the only one. I guess that kind of tells its own story. Lamar, the only one to make it into the team of the season, although Donnarumma as the goalkeeper of the tournament, and you can't really argue with that one. And with Lloris resigning as captain, who are we going to pick going forwards? I think, well, Griezmann is probably the best choice, really, isn't he? We'll go with Griezmann for now. But that is going to be the end of the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and make sure you subscribe to the channel in line for the rest of the season with Monaco and many more tournaments with France going forwards as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.